take a look at the state of paint. Of course that falls off. You know what? I'll put that brush away.
get any of it. Oh, jeez. Okay, okay, I think we're okay to get started now. Hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for joining. The number of people we had for like 2 seconds. Welcome everybody. Sorry it took me a moment to get the paint going. Yeah, I know it's kind of hard for us to keep our attention on one thing. Or at least our attention for more than a few seconds. That's okay. Can't say I don't do the same thing at times. Alright, let's get this going. Let's see. When we left off, we were working on we were still working on this bit. Let's flip this upside down. I think we weren't quite done with the double-decker bus. Let me get my pants straight. Hey Wendy, how are you doing today? Should I say good evening? Let's see. Hope you're doing well. We're just about to get started. Probably do about an hour and a half here. Let's see how we manage. A little later start than I usually do on these days. On these days where I work 3 to 7. So let's see. We are going to try to match this side color because we need to. Oops, we need to do that panel. Whoops. And you can't even see what I was pointing at. This little side panel down here. There we go. Not covered up by. Doing fine. You too, I hope? Yes, I am doing well. Thank you, Wendy. It's a Sunday afternoon. We have a neighbor out there mowing their lawn. That's probably what I should be doing, but it's been 3 days. I haven't done any painting, so I kind of wanted to get something in. Let's see. But possibly tomorrow I have the whole day off. Probably do some painting, but then also try to get some yard work done. Because we need it. We need to get I need to mow the front lawn. I need to weed our garden. Trim back the back lawn. Cut up a bunch of dead branches. Get those in the compost, recycle. Finally. They've been there all since last season. I figured I'd just have it set up for any critters, rabbits or anything that wanted to make their home for the season. Here comes Kitty. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Okay. We got that. And I kind of fell asleep when I was watching this morning, watching T's stream. Like laying there. Yeah, where's the key? She's trying to find her way over here somehow. Surprised she just didn't come right up to in front of me. But now she's hanging out by the side window here. Gigi. Here she comes. Yeah, she's coming. There she goes. Here she comes. There she goes. Man, I am out of it today. I got some decent sleep. And we just had breakfast. I just made us breakfast. So we had that. We sat and watched this, our usual kind of Sunday routine. We watched this gal who's in North Dakota building her, renovating her house that she bought. She's pretty darn finished with it. Okay. Well, she puts out a weekly video, so we always end up watching it on the weekend. Part of our routine. Breakfast, after breakfast ritual. Okay, let's see. Yeah, she bought the house for $1, $1 American dollar, and is renovating it. Her, and she's getting help with her dad. But she does most of the work, unless it's something like plumbing or lighting. I think she hired some people to do some electrical and plumbing, gas. But everything else she's doing, her and her dad are doing together. Okay, anywhere else where I missed? Right, let's do it. Right next to this. Okay. And then lighter. Okay, is this the right match? Nope, that's still a little light. Well, I guess it's gonna be this light. Unless this dries the shade. Hey, Laughing Girl, how are you doing? How long have you been working on this painting, and when do you expect to complete it? So I mistakenly thought I started it in 2019, but I was looking back at my Instagram feed, and I think the first post was 2022, so it hasn't been that long. So I think I started in 2022, got so far along on it, which is, I think, that old post from that year. And then I just started it back up in the spring, early summer. So if you're counting that time in between where I wasn't doing anything, but I would say, let's see, on and off for the last couple months, and maybe put in, my guess is a couple months for the first part. A good 4 months maybe. Not constant painting, not working on it every day, but when I can. I will be able to figure out, based on these videos, how many hours I've put into it since getting back on. Little painting horse, or at least painting this horse. Hey, the dude 174. Yeah, it is Jan. Jan is back. What is going on, my friend? Yeah, I see LG's been busy. She just posted a tutorial vid recently I was watching on preparing art for stickers or printing, sticker printing. This is how I want to paint a 5-foot by 6-foot painting, just with this tiny brush. No other brush is allowed. Paint the whole entire 5-foot by 6-foot, which is, what would it be? 70, not 70, is it 72 inches? 72 by 64. Is that right? Because 5 foot would be 60. Oh wait, no, is it 60? 5 foot. 60. 60 by 72. Why did I say 64? Hey you. There's the cat. She's clawing on me. Yes, I did check it out. A friend asked me to make it for her. She wants to learn. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't tried to do any. So are you using some kind of like a Cricut or something to cut the stickers out with, or is this for like an actual like professional? Well, I guess anything can be it. Professional sticker making company. Just getting the files ready. Kitty, why are you staring at me like that? Kitty cat going around in circles under your painting. Yeah, you can see her. Sorry, down here. Getting ready to claw on me. With her eye boogers, her dried up eye boogers. Come on, eye boogery cat. You crazy cat. This way you can see the cat and you can still see what I'm painting. Crazy eye booger cats. So what's everybody up to on this Sunday? This brush still seems a little soft. I don't like doing this with the little brush. You get this like kind of mottled modulation of color because of the underpainting and because this brush doesn't cover a lot of surface area. chilling. Everybody's chilling on a Sunday. I gotta work later. Waiting for your son to land from Amsterdam. Oh, that trip to Amsterdam. That sounds like fun. I remember my brother and a buddy of ours went there. I want to say late 90s. I'm kind of jealous. They got to go to. I think they went and visited the Van Gogh Museum. And then of course they went to all the smoke shops or whatever. It's a couple of the famous ones back then. Where else did they go? Yeah, I'm trying to save my throat so I will not do the Dutch pronunciation of Van Gogh. Hey, passerby, how are you doing today? An eye mask? Whoops. It's his first time away with friends. He's been to the Heineken Museum. I didn't know they had a museum, but I don't know how to say that. Proof. Football stadium, Anne Frank's house. Yeah, I thought that was there. Maybe they went there also, and Lord knows where else. Not any of the smoke shops, or the red light district. Mom gets the PG version, the G-rated version of the trip. Well, that sounds like a fun time. Were you worried the whole entire time, Mom? Worried that he got up to no good. That's like all the time, right? But if you're Generation X, you know that our generation was always getting into trouble. Hey, ow! So, but I'm sure, yes, you still worry. It's your son. Yeah, if you're Generation X, you know how much trouble you were getting into, and that's why you are worried. We're smelling. You know what? I haven't seen Ox in a while. It's been like months. Oops. Yep, haven't seen Ox in quite a few months. At least this month, or this past month, I haven't. I don't even know if I saw them in June. Oh my gosh. I need to get some better. The only problem is I don't want to use them for this enamel painting stuff. But some flat brushes. I have some old ones, but I don't want to ruin those old ones with the enamel paint. I guess I get brushes are too precious to me. Then you can just go out and buy more, maybe even better brushes. Yep, use a bigger brush and I'd be done sooner. Oh. That's right. You just see my forehead. I'm always like, should I do a back out view or do more close-up angles? Be nice if you could do like multiple camera angles. Well, you can. I would just have to use the streaming software, and I really don't want to move my desktop computer out here where there's nowhere to put it. I could see if I had a laptop, it'd be a lot easier. Then I could incorporate multiple camera angles. The great Kieran. Open up a Kieran and take a sip or chug. Man, it's probably been at least a couple years since I last had any, like a beer or anything, any kind of alcohol. Now that I mention it, it's like, it's kind of nice to go get some tall cans of some. Let's see. Oh shoot! No, that's the problem with not drinking for a while. You don't remember the names of anything. Definitely not any Pabst Blue Ribbon. Oof. Tall boys. Oh, there's one that's a brewery out of Minnesota. All right, there we go. I hope that satisfied everybody's need to see some nice painting with a tiny brush, filling in large areas with a teeny tiny brush. All right, so we are going to do this rough, teeny Qilin Ichiban. Wait, Ichiban is its own. It's already its own brand, and then you have Qilin. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot of Japanese beer. Those two, Ichiban. Is it Ichiban? And we had a Japanese restaurant in Minneapolis called Ichiban. Definitely either of those beers way better than a Pabst Blue Ribbon. Oh, Pabst. Pabst Blue Ribbon. The name won't fit on the can. You have to hyphenate it. You just come up with a symbol, and that is your beer. Like when Prince was the artist formerly known as. Yeah, look at all that. Somehow I got all that black all over. Where else? Oops. I think I got most areas. I think I got Hey, Carbs and Curbs, how are you doing? Yep, another painting session. Alright, Wendy, have a good day or a good evening. Take care. Thanks for stopping through. Hanging for a little bit. It's Laughing Girl. Oh yeah, you gotta pick up your son. Oh, hey, what's going on, Emmett? I missed you. Thought that was somebody else. Nice horns on the Qilin. I like the sauce containers for paint. Yeah, you gotta make do with what you can. And old takeout containers. I mean, look at this palette is an old takeout container. Why spend a bunch of money on some stuff that's just gonna get ruined? Uh-oh, I think this is gonna be darker than that. Man, this whole time, you're not trying to troll me at all. This is your opportunity. I'm live. Time to get your troll on. And it's probably like, I ain't got time. Ain't got time for that. Ain't got time to watch your stream. It's like, I did just troll you. Okay, we got another roof done. Please like the stream, otherwise this camera will become. Hey, it went. Last I looked, it was at 0 likes, so I appreciate it, y'all. Got some people hanging in here. Details here are incredible. Thank you, Laughing Girl. Yeah, I missed a lot of these. You can basically smell the breath of Qilin through the screen. It's so good. It smells like the beer. Wait, quick math, thanks. So what you got going on next, Laughing Girl? You got some stuff in the works? Okay, everything else looks pretty pretty well filled in, except, you know what, I'm not, there you go, put your finger in there. This part, this front of this double-decker bus is kind of bugging me a little bit. It's like too dark or something. Nothing spectacular in the making. Oh, my earbud just died. Unlike is that supposed to be oh, what's his name? Earbud quit dying. How have I been doing? Well, the last 3 days I was working all day. Oh yeah. So I got the go ahead on the book to do the interior pages for the new story. If anybody remembers or doesn't remember, shoot, I don't know where to put my finger. Yeah, I did the cover for a kid's book a few months back. I've been waiting to hear word on, because supposedly the author was revising their story or their writing, so I was kind of waiting on that. And maybe a week or a little bit more than a week ago, the publisher got hold of me and said that they're ready to start working on the interior pages. So I did all the rough sketches, really rough, and figured I'd clean them up a little bit before I submit them, just because I can read my own scribbling and it makes sense to me, but it's not refined enough where I feel like somebody who is not visually oriented would be able to make out the scribblings. Yeah, so right now I'm not quite halfway through cleaning those scribbles up. Yeah, I think I got some pretty good images for put together for them. I'm sure there'll be some revisions. That's why I don't want to go too crazy on refining these. But when you just have some scribbles and you bring that to the client, they might not make sense of those scribbles. Now, my last clients, I mean, they weren't like complete Cy Twombly scribbles, but they were legible to a certain degree. I haven't started doing those lives. I might do some now that you mention it. I haven't even thought about that. I figured once I got approval for all the, yeah, we got our emergency vehicle, I don't know, our typical stream or our obligatory emergency sirens coming through. I figured maybe, unless people are interested in seeing like that part of the design process, I figured I'd just wait to yeah, my brain is like screwed up today. I feel like I'm in a fog. Now this would make a lot more sense like back in the day, like in my 20s when I smoked a lot of weed, but now that I've given that up, I have no excuse. But now it's like old age brain fog. Yeah, I figured I'd wait till they approved all the designs and then like probably live stream to finish the finalized pages. Yeah. You should stream it. All right. Yeah, this wouldn't be from like step one where it's from scratch, but it would be just refining my scribbles. It's still just line drawings. So okay, this part starting to look a little more rounded. Just a little. This line there needs a little work. Funny. Let's see, this much. Just imagine creating an image this size, 36 by 48 inches. And you can only do this little teeny like little brush marks or stippling. That would drive me nuts. Maybe, I don't know. I bet I could do it. Unlike Nick from I'm Painting Badly, I do have my face right up to the canvas. It's like painting miniatures. Right up there. There we go. I think we need a little bit. Whoops. I think I screwed that bit up. Okay, so a little lighter. A little bit lighter. Just a little bit. Oh, Canadian wildfires, yes. I don't know if we've been just tuning in again. Another smoky day, keeping us inside, waiting for summer sun. Inspired to paint some rocks. Ah, that sounds like fun. You know, I don't know if I've ever painted on a rock. Smoky day. Canadian wildfires covering the Midwest. Yeah. I'm not sure if they're getting. I'm assuming they're probably getting this far south here in Des Moines, Iowa. Kind of see like a haze on the horizon. And I know when I was up in Minneapolis this last time, they were talking about air quality warnings. Uh-oh. That should be lighter, not darker. Oh, don't forget, I gotta keep an eye on the clock. So it's 10 to 1. Why does that seem... Cat is back. I can imagine trying to paint an entire detailed image only using enamel paints. Oh my gosh, everything would have to be pre-mixed. Pre-mixed containers. Hey, passerby. How goes the D&D? You know, I haven't had a chance to jump on and do a Pool of Radiance stream in probably a week. Especially the previous days where I had opportunities to paint. I think I didn't do any gaming those days. My 3-day weekend. Actually, I did. Okay, I'm lying. I did play Baldur's Gate 3, which I can't live stream because it is too... it's too complex. My desktop can't handle streaming it and running it at the same time. I've tried and it's really bad. So I don't know if it would be different to record it. I don't know. I don't think people are interested in that. They want to see me painting. Even my Pool of Radiance playthrough, I'm just doing that for fun. I figured I get like maybe a handful of views on those. I think one of those, I think the most I've had was like 17 views, which surprised me. Makes me want to go back and watch and see, was there anything special I did in that one to make people want to come back and watch it. Yay, that looks more rounded. I need to do that for these rounded tank vehicles. Oops, that's not right. And I can't even put my finger in it. But, you know, possibly tonight maybe, unless I itch to do more painting, but I get off at 7, which would be 6 hours from now. Do dinner with the wife. I don't think I would have any time to paint. Unless I did something different. Unless I painted something different. So I have my flowers that I could work on too. If I didn't want to do anything too involved, like preparing these enamel paints. And I can do that from my desktop setup. I do need to finish those flowers too. They're smaller paintings, but I've been looking at the old ones I posted up on my Saatchi art site. I don't even know why I post anything to that website. Nobody buys anything through them. I probably have better luck going to one of the other, like what Nick uses, Fourth Wall or something. I think they're all the same. You really have to promote the hell out of it. Continue to promote the hell out of it. It's tough trying to be an artist and sell your artwork. Especially when you're the type of artist who doesn't care about wanting to sell your artwork. It's too much work. So much work. It's like... Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to change the front. It's really a dark shade of gray. I don't know, maybe I need that contrast for some reason. Okay, that's not wet. Can I just put white in that spot? If it gets white on it. So much the better. It's a little lighter. It's hard to tell. I'm sure you guys can't tell. A little bit lighter than what I had. I really like making these lines with this tiny brush. You can be like little teeny threads. And you do the cross hatch. And it's like you're weaving. I'm weaving together a painting instead of painting a painting. Yep, so vertical, horizontal, diagonal threads. Threading this piece together. I think I need a shade in between that and this next one. We'll figure it out. We've got 1 o'clock. We got 30 minutes. Guys. 30 minutes, y'all. 30. Where do I put my hand? I think this was actually lighter. Oops. Than the above part, and it should be more in shadow because of the upper bit. The upper deck is overhanging it like a cantilever. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna lighten it just slightly. Just slightly. Let's see if we can get a shade in between. Get a shade in between here. Okay, not quite. I'm trying to match this angle. Up here, oops. It's almost like doing Van Gogh in miniature. So all these little teeny lines. I'm sure there's already somebody that does that. Van Gogh. In there with the magnifying glass. Where's the magnifying glass? Should have one of those on the little arm. You just swing out. It's got a light. Okay. Michi. Sneezy Michi. Come here. Come here. Let's clean you up. Come here, you. Come on. She hates the tissues. I don't want you wiping my face with this. I'll just eat the string of snot that comes flying out of my nose. Okay, okay. Whoa. It's like some crazy miniature painting. Alright, let's try to switch this. This one seems a little dark to me. So, a little bit. It's almost like this part is too dark. Let me try to adjust that. Adjust that. Let's see how it's a little lighter. Excuse me. Kind of too close to the road color, even though that road color. Oh shoot! I put my finger on that. Even though the road color is still a little darker. That front is too close to that dark volume. Oh, and I'll be lightening up the road color anyways. I think I'm gonna maybe do a stippling so it looks like aggregate. I don't know. Or cement, concrete cement with some aggregate in it. I'm trying to make this a lot more difficult to finish. Okay, that's not bad. Anywhere else where it's kind of dark, you don't want it that dark. How about this one up here? You guys are able to see this, right here? Yeah, it kind of sucks. There's a lot of glare, especially at this angle. There's a lot of glare. Yep, there we go. Just like a step lighter. Whatever that means. A step lighter. If I can see. Alright. Oh, can't see jack shit with my hand in the way. Yeah. She didn't quite fling out a snot string, but not like she hasn't. Alright. I think this maybe needs to get a little lighter. This light's not even aimed at anything here. Where am I trying to aim? I was saying this bit, just a little lighter. Okay, make sure not to touch the roof. Yeah, it looks almost the same shade. And of course, that'll probably dry darker. Let's see if we can change that. So, Jan, do you have anything you're working on right now? And that is still dark. I think I went the wrong direction with the value. I didn't want it too light, but then I think I ended up making it darker than it should be. Nothing, huh? I just started a new job, so I'm focused on that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Especially if it's something that requires more attention. I want to show the new boss that you're not trying. That's why I work fast food. The boss already knows you're not really trying. Okay, I don't want fast food. You know, I've never had a job in fast food. I've always worked at grocery stores. I did some professional painting. Painting for a professional painting company. That was strange because I don't know what happened. After a while, they stopped calling me, come do jobs, so maybe I didn't show the boss I was focused enough. I think they got tired of, and I wasn't even the one that was like putting this out there. That I think they got tired of hearing that I was a fine artist. And they didn't they don't want that. I was like, I didn't even say, I don't even bring that stuff up. I never bring that stuff up. But somebody else found out. One of the other workers found out and started spreading it around. And I'm like, that's why you don't tell anybody you're an artist. It's like a scarlet letter. And everybody gets this idea or impression of who you are once you say that you're an artist. I just say, oh, I paint. And the next question is, oh, what do you paint? And then I say stuff. I paint stuff. Oh, he's being cute. He's being cute. He doesn't want to tell us anything. high elevator pitch. Alright, at least the front of that is not that. Oops. All right. Does this need to get lightened up too? Let's do this. It can't be that dark. These can't be that dark. Not complete blackness. Sure. Okay, it's quarter after, so how can I waste 15 more minutes? Putting in these little details, okay. Okay. Where else? Where else? Here. That front needs to be redone. So much to get redone. Let's see. So if you don't mind me asking, what kind of work are you doing now? Oh crap! I just ran out. Yep, I guess that gets changed. It's changing width. This. Oh, of course, I'm aimed at whatever I'm looking at painting. think that's dark enough. Ooh, I really like this new brush. The top doesn't pop off. You dipping the brush into the paint or the jar of thinner or turpenoid or spray doesn't fall off into it. And then you gotta go fish for it. It's so nice. So much nice. Nice tip to the air under this thing. Okay guys, we got about 5 minutes. That sucks. Hey, alright, we got the front of that done. Oh, really? Sneezy. Okay, which color or which shade am I not doing? Is it dark? Is it light? This side. Just in case. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to clean up right now, and that's going to be it for at least this session. Not sure. Not sure if we'll be back on tonight, but tomorrow definitely we'll try to get started a little bit earlier than we did today. You know, if I can get started by 11, that's a good day. Somewhere between 10 and 11, that's even a better day. Oh, I have all this paint in my palette. It's just going to dry up. Oh well. Don't be too stingy with the paint. Alright, let's wrap her up. Pads get laid down right. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate you guys chilling. Holy crap, we got up to 10 likes. That's pretty good for this channel. It's hard to see with the glare, but I guess you would have to zoom in. You can see all my little hashy marks. That doesn't look too bad for trying to get a rounded looking edge. I think I missed some spots on the roof. But yeah, just like with this section here, that bit, that's supposed to be a round tank, like holding some kind of liquid. It's a tanker, little tanker vehicle. I really need to get those kind of worked out a little bit better. Finer gradient, we'll see. There's another one up top there. That one. That needs some work too. But yeah, this is not too bad right there. I'm not gonna complain. Other than there's all that glare that makes it hard to see. But yeah, there we go. All right, passerby, thank you for hanging. Yep, close up. I keep forgetting that you can zoom in and out. Look at all that. It gets a little shakier though. All those teeny tiny little brush strokes. Yeah, it's supposed to kind of look rounded. I think it turned out pretty good. Thanks, Jan. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. But that will be it for today. Maybe I'll do a late night session. I don't know. It could be gaming or painting. I should be painting. Anyways, thanks y'all for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope y'all have a good day or evening wherever you're at in the world. And until next time, bye-bye. Bye for now. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate the likes. And have a good one.